In this video, I wanted to talk about things that we waste our life on, primarily our telephones, our smartphones. It is something I have been struggling with recently as well. I find myself every chance I get, for whatever reason, feeling the need to pull up my phone and scroll through YouTube to click on a video and then turn my phone off. It's just weird things that I find myself doing throughout the day that just it doesn't seem like it doesn't take a lot of time up, but when you add all those times up throughout the day that I do that, it's got to be over an hour of just the random spurts of different things of me doing whatever. And I know with today's society, we all have the TikTok brains, just very short extension spans going from one thing to another thing to another thing, and it can be quite hard to focus in to get stuff done. But at the end of the day, we got our dreams that we got to chase after, and so we got to sacrifice something, and that thing needs to be just stop wasting our attention time on just social media and things of that nature, and just things that aren't fruitful. I mean, there is something to be said about pleasure and things of that nature. It's good to take breaks and things like that, but when the break is taking all day or it's accumulating throughout the day, I think it gets to be a little too much, especially when it's like an everyday thing. There really is something to delayed gratification, as much as today's society doesn't want to recognize it. There is something to be said about just going to work to pursue a goal that you will not be able to attain in the short term. It is for the longer term goal. And part of that is just also we just become such a consumption heavy society with so very few producers that it can be easy to get caught up in it because everything is just so readily available too. We've become so comfortable and secure in our way of life that we just decided to almost sacrifice our need for adventure, our need to explore the unknown, as it were. A lot of people like to talk about how they wish they could be Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos and things of that nature, but they also forget to realize how much they had to sacrifice to be able to get to that level, and that it's not an easy road, and nobody cared about them before they made it big. And that's how it's going to be for me and anybody else who is looking to start. There's just not going to be a lot of support, unfortunately. I wish it's almost like a twisted framework that we don't really get a lot of support in the beginning, but then once we start getting closer to making it, then we get a little more support. And then once we've made it is when we start getting the, oh, good job, man, you did such a good job. And it's like, we don't need it now because we've already made it there. It's when we're here in the beginning phases of trying to pursue that dream that we need it the most. So I mean, it's just another factor of life. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. I don't want to say that to get you down. In fact, I say that to encourage you that even though it will be hard, because it is tough, especially when you just don't think it's going to work and you're not, it seems like it's not going to work because you're just not seeing any results. I would encourage you, that is the most important time to dig deep and keep going, because I guarantee that if you persevere, and not just only persevere, because if you just persevere doing the same thing over and over, that's ignorance, but persevere, learn from your failures, because you're going to fail. I've failed and I'm going to fail more. But also take those failures and then implement better solutions to your failures to then not make the same mistakes in the future. That is where eventually, over a long enough period of time, I guarantee you will find at least a little bit of success. And like I said, it is a game of just trying and trying and trying and trying over again. Something doesn't work, try something else. Something doesn't work, try something else. Don't be trying the same thing over and over again, obviously, because we all know how that goes. But just be improving. Just be improving is what I'm trying to say. Last thing I want to add to that is find joy in the struggle. I know it can sound a little counterintuitive, but somebody I like to listen to a lot of things, but somebody specifically for the habits that we have in our brain and things of that nature is Dr. Huberman. And he talks about how the people who find a way to reprogram the brain to not so much only care about attaining the goal, but to enjoy the struggle and the process to get to the goal are the ones who are able to then go farther in life because they've learned, trained their mind and their body to then persevere through it and enjoy the almost the art of struggling through life until you get something that then can be a footstool to take you farther. I really like that because it really is, in my opinion, almost one of the major cornerstones of life is just persevering to that goal. It's almost like we've been challenged to find ways to just improve upon ourselves every day. And I love that. I think it is a blessing for sure to be able to do that. So I hope that was able to help somebody out there to hopefully get something done today to stop at least scrolling a little bit on their phone, because this is almost an accountability for me too, because I, even to this day, find ways to just scroll on YouTube. I'm so glad I don't have any other social media that I actively consume because I would get absolutely nothing done. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and comment if you have experiences like mine, because I'm sure other people out there do the same, and hope you see you around. Peace.